Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sportsbook Review's coverage of Euro 2020. I'm your host, Martin Green. Today, we are previewing the first four games in the round of 16. That is Wales versus Denmark, Italy versus Austria, the Netherlands versus the Czech Republic in Budapest, and Belgium versus Portugal in Seville. Delighted to have alongside me today Alex Classic Tips. We're supposed to have Tancredi Palmeri with us too, but I think he got lost at the airport. He's flying over to London, I think, to cover the Italy game at Wembley, and he is missing in action. So if he shows up, we'll let him on the stream. But right now, you've just got the dynamic duo, Martin and Alex, and I'll provide a bit of insight in lieu of Tan.
Nice t-shirts, Martin.
Yeah, well, thank you, Alex. You did point out that I was wearing a lot of England shirts, so I thought I would.
You decided to go with the how you call them as a nickname, the mechanical. In Romania they call them at TV the mechanical orange. You know that they are always going up and down with the ball. You know, from Johan Cruyff and the mechanical orange. Yeah.
Yeah, the total football team of the Netherlands. Not what they once were, but I have to say I like the shirt and I like the way the Netherlands have been playing so far this tournament. So I've gone for the Netherlands and Spain just to mix things up a bit in the wardrobe department. But how are you in Romania? I believe it's a scorcher there today.
37 Celsius, 38 depends where, and it's not on the sun, because on the sun it's probably 45 to 50. You know. It's very bad. It's very bad. Anyway, on Saturday and on Sunday it will get better, but I'm sweating like an elephant right now. I don't know if the elephants are sweating, but I'm sweating like the elephants.
So we've got Alex who's sweating like an elephant, but he is given a great tournament, right? You're in good profit. We're all in pretty good profit. I'm doing pretty well in this tournament. I have to say it's been great so far.
Yeah, all the team. I've watched many shows. All the team is doing a fantastic job. Also the insights, also the predictions, also the previews are doing great. Unfortunately, we cannot have Tan. I don't know if we will have him. I don't know if his internet connection is very good on the airport there. But yeah, absolutely four great games to cover today. After watching the draws, we talked a little bit before we went live that is a little bit bad for the upper part and let's say a little bit more doable for the down part with England and Germany having a good path till the final. Maybe the Netherlands can upset one of them. But on the upper part, someone was saying on the live chat that the winner from Belgium and Portugal will go all the way. But they don't know that they will have to play Italy after that. They will have to play France or Spain after that. So I don't know how easy it will be to win that game and to go all the way to win the trophy.
Yeah, the route to the final for Belgium's golden generation couldn't be any more difficult. They have to play Portugal. Then if they get through that, they have to come up against Italy, arguably the best team in the tournament so far. And then it's France in the semi-finals potentially. Although having said that, I do fancy Belgium to get to the semi-finals. I think they're just getting started in this tournament. And at the bottom half of the draw, whoever wins that game between England and Germany is going to be the clear favourite to make it through to the final. Yes, the Netherlands, who I'm representing today, they do look very impressive. But I think England or Germany would be the favourite if they came up against them in the semi-finals. Lots and lots of great action ahead of us. Just quickly first, before me and Alex start breaking down the games, I'm going to ask you to please tap that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. That way you will be informed every time we're about to start filming a show about Euro 2020, other soccer, football, baseball, basketball, the great UFC guys that we've got, all the different sports that we cover. You'll be notified. And head on over to sportsbookreview.com. You might not see Tancredi now, but he does write articles for us, so you can read his insight there. You can read picks from Alex. You can read lots of information from all our pro handicappers on a wide range of different sports. So stick with us for now, but then head on over there afterwards. Okay, first game. We have Wales versus Denmark. And they're not playing in Copenhagen. They're playing in Amsterdam, a beautiful, beautiful city, a great fun city too. Wow, what a game. I mean, Denmark, what a tournament their fans have had. They've really been through the ringer. Christian Eriksen suffering cardiac arrest on the pitch, losing to Finland, unlucky to lose to Belgium, and then a thumping victory over Russia, and they're in. And they've got a relatively good draw, I think, against Wales, who are a plucky team. But Denmark surely have more quality, Alex.
Listen, Wales defeat against Italy. That should have been 3-4-0 easily to Italy. A win against Turkey. Turkey with the worst goal difference in the group stage, 1-8. So the worst team at this Euros so far. Nothing. I've seen all their matches, and you cannot say that they even played in this tournament. And let's say a lucky draw against Switzerland, in my opinion, with Moore in the last minutes of the game. So I don't fancy this Wales team to beat Denmark. Denmark, that on the other side, as you mentioned, they lost to both Finland and Belgium. But let's put it this way: against Finland, we know what happened and how they lost. They were in control in the entire first half, and after that, it what happened to Eriksen. In the second half, they didn't have their mind to that game, and obviously Finland, with one shot on target, won that match. Against Belgium, it was unbelievable that what Denmark did in the first half. They should have went 2-3-0 in that first half against Belgium. Unfortunately, after that, in the second half, the big guns of Belgium, De Bruyne came, and so on, and Lukaku played good. So I think that it's normal. They still had their chances in that second half, but in that first half, they played absolutely brilliant. And after that, they destroyed Russia, but not only the score, but the way that they did it. 61% possession, 10 shots on target, 7-1 corners. It's unreal how that match went with Poulsen, with Mele, with Christensen being in great form. I really love this fighting spirit right now for Denmark. They have something to prove on. Every victory is for Eriksen. They will want to go as far as they can. I don't think that Wales represents such a tough opponent for them, and I'm going all over Denmark here at 1.85 in European odds, minus 120 in US odds.
Great, thanks, Alex. I'm just going to read out the best comments so far from Anderson Don, who has Googled it, and he has informed us.
I guess that one animal that doesn't sweat, you know.
You chose the one animal that can't sweat. They covered their skin with water and mud to cool themselves down. So now you know. So when this show is finished, go outside and cover yourself in water and mud, and you'll feel a little bit cooler. But no, thanks to everyone on the chat. We've got all our friends there today. And I like this from Barca Man. Denmark to win and both teams to score at 5.0. That's plus 400 for our American friends. And I've actually placed both of those bets. I'm just going for a Denmark win, but I've also placed the smaller stake on both teams to score in this game. I do just think Wales have a little bit about them. I think they could get on the score sheet in this one. They are reasonably dangerous going forward. They've got lots of pace on the counter-attack. And I think the weakness that Denmark have is down the flanks. When you've got the pace of Daniel James, Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey bombing on, I think they might get one or two chances to get on the score sheet in this game. So I can also see both teams to score coming in. But for me, it has to be a Denmark win.
Joseph King is asking, how much do you guys put Denmark's good performance down to the crowd? The fans were phenomenal. This game is being played in Amsterdam, and I think that there is no more home field advantage. What do you think about that?
I appreciate, yeah, that the fans really did roar them on inside Parken. I mean, it was a great atmosphere, but I do just think there's a real togetherness about this Denmark team now, no matter where they play. What they've been through in this tournament with Christian Eriksen collapsing, they've really rallied around him. They're doing, they've got a great sense of togetherness. Even if they don't have as many fans inside the stadium, I still think they can go on and win this game. Yes, Wales have got real star quality in the form of Gareth Bale. He hasn't really come to life yet in this tournament, but for me, he does have the quality to make a moment of magic happen in any game and turn it on its head. Ramsey's playing well. They've got decent players, but Denmark have just got more quality all over the pitch. Schmeichel's a reliable keeper. Christensen's a terrific defender. Kjaer's a terrific defender. Delaney and Højbjerg provide a great screen for the defence. And Poulsen's been on fire going forwards, along with Brathwaite, who seems to be getting better and better. And I was going to ask you about Damsgaard, Alex, because I know you're one of our Serie A experts. You must have seen him play a couple of times. What do you make of him since he's come into the team?
He improved a lot. I like the way that I think that in 2 years' time we will see more about this one. He's improving. His skills are great. He's there. He's not top notch, but he still has a lot of time. And let's mention also that the distance between Copenhagen and Denmark is not that big. 1 hour with the plane. So I think that we'll see a lot of Danish supporters in the stands in Amsterdam, or 9 hours with a car, if you want to put it that way. I think that we'll see a lot of Danish people, because this Eriksen thing turned into a great story that is pushing them from the back, And even if you are a player, even if you are a fan, you will want to go there and support your country till the end and play for Eriksen, because basically this is what they are doing right now,
Yeah, and they really played for him in that game against Russia. They did really well against Belgium. I think they're a quality team. They're ranked 10th in the world for a reason. And for me, they are a better team than Wales. I've got a soft spot for Wales, but I do think, with my betting hat on, I have to go for Denmark in this game. It's a good set of odds as well, just on a straight Denmark win. We'll move on to Italy versus Austria. As I say, we don't have our Italian stallion with us, but I'm sure he's going to be very excited to be watching this game. Fantastic. For me, I think it's a great last 16 draw for Italy, but they've landed in a horrible part of the draw. I'm worried for them that the quarterfinals could be as far as they go, because they haven't really played teams of the quality of Belgium or Portugal yet. But for now, they've been terrific. They won. They're 30 games unbeaten. They won 10 in a row. They haven't conceded a single goal in that time. The players, most of them, have had a 10-day rest because Mancini was able to leave key players out in that 1-0 win over Wales that you just mentioned. Everything, for me, just screams pretty straightforward Italy win in this game. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, straightforward Italy win. I don't know now what Italy would have preferred, the top part of the draw with the first match not being so complicated, or the second part of the draw with playing the first match against a German team or whatever, a big name, or the Netherlands team, I think that they are good in that first part. Still, I had them to go all the way. I don't know what to say now. The way that they are playing is fantastic. Even their B team, you cannot name their B team because in their B team they had also Chiesa, they had also Belotti, Bernardeschi, Verratti, and so on. So it's not exactly their B team. Roberto Mancini.
Verratti will play?
Sorry, I don't know. Probably yes against Austria. Probably yes against Austria. I don't know after that, because all of them played fantastic. All of them played really good. And Roberto Mancini did something great. Last week, before the match with Wales that they won 1-0, he had a friendly match against Primavera, Cartagena Primavera, I think, something like that. I don't know, or a team, Primavera, young team, and they won 10-1. So he put it his B squad to remain focused and not to lose control of and mindset of the game, to have some minutes and play some football. This is fantastic what he did, and I really appreciate Mancini for doing that. After that, they controlled entirely the game against Wales. They could have scored, I don't know, 2-3 goals. Unfortunately, they scored only one. They didn't let the Wales team pass at all the ball. They were in control. They did the high press that I really like what they're doing with that. So the Catenaccio is far, far away from this Italian side. They are going all in. Yes, I was impressed also with Austria and some of their players in this group stage. Easy one against Ukraine. They had a lot of chances to make it to 2-3-0. A tough match at the beginning against North Macedonia, but they finally won that match. And again, a defeat against the Netherlands, which we've seen it coming from the time that we previewed that match. But interesting player, Arnautovic, really good on the very athletic player, very good on corners and one-on-ones there in the box. He's like a Lukaku kind of player, He can keep the ball. You cannot compare him with Lukaku. He's not at the same level, but he's that kind of player. This is what I mean. And a lot of players with a lot of experience in the Bundesliga, like Sabitzer, like Baumgartner, and Leimer. Schlager did. I was very impressed with Schlager in the first in the 3 matches that he played in the group stage. Hinterhager, also a great and athletic player who is really good at corners. He's coming from the back, center back there. And the leader, let's say, to say that Alaba is their leader at this hour. But probably, in my opinion, Sabitzer was more than a leader in the group stage in all those matches. So, yeah, I like this Austria team. I think that they will put some problems to Italy, but Italy are simply on fire. Unfortunately, they will not play in Rome, so they will miss their fans, but still they will play at Wembley. And when you have a game played in the monument of football at Wembley, you have to give your everything. And the way that they played till now...
As well. There's a lot of Italians in London as well, so I think they'll have a pretty good contingent at Wembley.
Yeah, and I'm going Italy -1 on the Asian handicap at -110 or at 1.9. I think that they win it. I think that they should cover the -1 on the Asian handicap, but to play it safe, we're giving them only -1 on the Asian handicap. So in case they win by 1, you will get your money back.
I like that -1 Asian handicap a lot because I can really see Italy winning this game, probably by at least 2 goals. So I think that's got a good chance of coming in. You mentioned all the Austrian players. For me, it's Alaba is the main man there, but the coach doesn't seem to know where to play him. He was in the middle of a back 3 for the first game, and it kind of worked. Then he was in the same position against the Netherlands, and it didn't work at all. They looked a lot more dangerous when they brought him into midfield in the second half. But then he was at left back in the last game and couldn't really influence the match too much. So I'm not sure Foda really knows his best starting 11 or his preferred formation, really. Whereas I think that Italy are a lot more settled. You know exactly what you're going to get. You've got 4-3-3, rock solid defence, 3 quality midfielders that are going to dictate the pace of the game, control everything. Interesting to see if Verratti plays or if he brings Locatelli back into the team. But, you know, Immobile is going to be rested. Insigne and Berardi are going to be rested. They're going to have far too much quality for Austria for me in this game. I went with Italy to win 2-0 in the end. I got better odds. So I think I got +110 on Italy to win 2-0. 10 clean sheets in a row they've kept, which is outrageous.
11, not 11.
Is it 11, 10 or 11? It's a high,
10 or 11.
It's a high number, and that's even after Chiellini was injured. You know, a Serbi's come in. You know, they've got options in that position. Who was the other one? It was Alessandro Bastoni, wasn't it? He did well in the last game. So I think their defence will still be rock solid. Donnarumma looks very, you know, agile and able in goal. And I think they'll grind out another pretty comfortable victory in this one. So Italy -1 Asian handicap sounds good. Italy to win to 0 sounds good. Maybe a half unit on Immobile to score as well. I think he'll get on the score sheet in this one. So
yeah, I'm keeping it conservative. You know me, I'm keeping it conservative. So I don't want to rush to take the -1.5 or the win to 0. I'm still going with the -1 on Asian handicap. So in case of just a 1-0 win or a 2-1 win with Austria, maybe scoring one goal, who knows? VAR, whatever. But the way that Italy showed till now, they are in control of everything. The Italian
look who it is. Where is he? Are you in Rome?
You are muted. We can't hear you.
Now you hear me. Buongiorno,
Yes.
guys. Buongiorno. I am in an airport, and Alex is full of your people. All these people, they are all flying to Bucharest. Just all flying to Bucharest. I thought everybody was flying for the Euros. Everybody's flying to Bucharest. Are you going to launch a party, a summer party, and that's why everybody's flying to Bucharest? Is there a reason for that?
No. Probably for that France versus Switzerland game.
No, I don't think so. Just families, kids, beautiful girls, and everything. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
You're not saying something new.
It's a flight to Bucharest.
Palmeri, you're with us. You're with us. Now you're here. What's going to happen in this Italy versus Austria game? Are they going to win it comfortably?
So first of all, apologize for being late. I was finding a hole in the airport where I couldn't be spotted because otherwise I should be on the loose, hunted by police because you can go on air from airport, but who cares? It's just our anonymous hole. Italy, Austria, guys. Well, I'm so proud how my boys are performing. I don't want to. Everything that is coming is good. I don't want to be carried away by what will happen. But honestly, the performance is solid. The mind is solid. The self-esteem, everything. Austria, on the other side, maybe it's not a brilliant team, but at least they are reliable. Possibly, if you look into I would say, the middle-sized team, middle-sized selection of this Euro, has been one of the most reliable because some have been very crap. Very, very few have have raised their level. Very few have upgraded. Austria has not been terrible in some day because everybody has been terrible in their day. Slovakia, well, not mention Turkey, everybody. But Austria, possibly also Wales, they've been very reliable. So I expect a solid game. I have to say that Italy give me good vibes, but seems like it's very hard to take a shoot to Italy. It's very hard, very hard. So, and I hate myself for saying this, I see that is a very good combo. Italy to win and not both teams to score.
So Italy to win 2-0, in other words.
No, 1-0 can be also 1-0.
Yeah,
this is Italy to win 2-0.
Win 2-0.
2-0. I understood 2-0. Yes, of course. Sorry. It's just that in Italy, if you want to bet that, you have to call it
a combo. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, shout out to our my Hungarian neighbors. Hungarian neighbors that their players had a fantastic tournament so far. Unfortunately, they are out. But in that group of death, I think that the one team that played with their soul and the fighting spirit was Hungary. And shout out to Hungary for what they did to these two Euros. Mute yourself, please, when you're not talking with us. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, big shout out to Hungary. They really did themselves proud in this game. It was in this tournament. You know, everyone expected them to be the whipping boys of Group F, and they really gave France and Germany, particularly Germany, a real scare last night. That was dramatic scenes. But we must move on. We've got the Netherlands up against the Czech Republic, which looks like another cracking game. And this is the one in Budapest, which is very hot. As Alex has just mentioned, he's not too far from Budapest, but it's very hot, it's very dusty, and Tan's gone again. And And it's going to be another really interesting game between the Netherlands and the Czech Republic in sunny Budapest. I'm wearing my Netherlands shirt because I'm back in the Netherlands to go on and win this game. Not particularly impressed with the Czech Republic. Yes, they did well to beat Scotland, and Patrick Schick scored goal of the tournament by a country mile. He actually scored it from a country mile. And then they did really, really well to get a draw with Croatia, who are a very good team. But they were pedestrian against England. They didn't try to win. They didn't show anything. England were very, very comfortable in that match. No problems whatsoever. It's our roving reporter here. But yeah, I think that we're going to see a Netherlands victory in this one. I'll go to you, Alex. What do you see in this match?
Yeah, that Czech Republic. I think that they remain with that goal. I think that that Patrick Schick goal being the goal of the tournament, they will remain with that because probably after this match they will go out. I think that more than probably against Croatia. I don't know if they deserved. No. Let's put it this way: if they were the ones to be congratulated for that 1-1 draw against Croatia, or Croatia was such a huge disappointment so far in this tournament because they played nothing against the Czech Republic, nothing, zero from Croatia, not a single something good, to say, okay, look, a great team. No, that Perisic goal came from his own skills. He took the ball and he delivered that goal, own skills. It was not a squad thing, that you did it on training or no, nothing. Perisic, goal, and that's it. Nobody give it to him. Okay, it was a little pass from Kramaric, but it was from out, So he came in and he scored that goal. On the other side, Netherlands together with Italy, 9 points in 3 games, with the only thing that the Netherlands conceded 2 goals against Ukraine, and Italy are 3 clean sheets in a row in this Euro 2020. And I think that 10 in a row, like Martin mentioned earlier. So absolutely fantastic from the Netherlands team. I like a lot of their players, and one of them, the one to mention here, is Dumfries. I think that he is the one. He's the next big transfer of this orange team, the Netherlands. So Depay is playing good. Malen, when he's coming, is great. Gravenberg from Ajax is a young gun that will have a fantastic career. Wijnaldum, the brain from the midfield, is having an amazing tournament. Probably so far I can say that Wijnaldum was the man of these Euros. Like consistency-wise, consistency-wise, Wijnaldum is the key to this team and the best player in the tournament so far. I think that the odds for Netherlands to win are simply gold. 1.7 for a Netherlands to win, I will take it. And even if I'm playing conservative, that is my target at 1.7. I'm not going down. 1.7 for the Netherlands to win all the way here in the against the Czech Republic.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I've just got a bit more value by going for a classic Netherlands to win and under 4.5 goals. I don't see this being a 5-goal thriller based on the evidence that I've seen from the Czech Republic so far. The Netherlands didn't make the greatest of starts with that 3-2 win against Ukraine. There was a lot of public outcry about De Boer's tactics and just the way they were set up and his substitutions. But they really bounced back with a composed victory over Austria. Then they swept aside North Macedonia. They're one of just 3 teams with a 100% record left in this tournament. And I do think they'll be far too strong for the Czech Republic. Yes, Van Dijk's out, but they've still got 3 very good central defenders. Like Alex said, Wijnaldum's been sensational in midfield. What a player he is. There could be a real bidding war for his services this summer. And they have got quality in attack. So I think the Orange men, the Dutch, are going to get a win here. Tancredi, Palmeri, you weren't particularly enthused about De Boer. Has he grown on you a bit this tournament, or are you still not particularly liking him?
No. He proved me completely wrong. It is much, much, much better than I thought. I tipped Holland to be the only seeded team to not win the group, and actually that happened to Spain. And anyway, they were solid. They stayed put. They were efficient. Everything has been working well, and now they have an highway to the semi-final, which is unbelievable. And they are so determined that honestly it looks like they can keep on going in that way. When they are owning the game, they do it since the very beginning. Czech Republic are another one that have surprised me, to be honest. I thought they would be bottom of the group, although they play pretty basic. It's a lot of intensity, but it is defending and counter. Patrick Schick has been the one solving their problems. I think they got already much more than they could hope. And considering that Holland, against teams that are below their belt, actually are looking efficient, as I said, then I see here Netherlands to be ahead half-time and then full-time.
Oh, interesting. I like that. Yeah, it could be a bit of a cagey start. I mean, one thing you can't accuse the Czech Republic of is a lack of effort. They will fight for every ball. You know, they won't go out with a whimper. But I do think that the superior quality of the Netherlands will also shine through.
It's hot in Bucharest, Alex.
It's hot in Baia Mare. I'm 600 kilometers away from Bucharest.
Okay, and it's very hot, because I see you are waving like if you would, as if you would be a flamenco dancer.
38 Celsius.
Oh, 38 Celsius. Yeah.
Why don't you do from the sea next time? I want to see you with naked feet in the sea.
I saw that the trend on Twitter is that some guys are filming themselves naked,
What?
Giving pigs naked. Yeah. This is the trend. I've seen many guys on doing that. I said that next time probably I will do the same.
If we get really desperate, we'll have to be doing pigs naked. So let's make sure that doesn't happen.
We have to be very desperate for that. Like very, very desperate. Very desperate.
Yeah, with the YouTube algorithm, and let's keep Alex's clothes on. And everyone else's clothes on too. Let's keep this PG. Right, next game: Belgium versus Portugal.
You got confused. You needed a bit of time to get yourself together.
Yeah, I need to recover.
Next game.
It's that image I've got in my head. I'm getting a bit hot under the collar here. Wow, this is alongside England versus Germany. This is obviously the clash of the round of 16, a real clash of the titans. Two heavyweights up against one another. Something's gone wrong with the way the draw of this tournament has worked out, because Belgium's reward for finishing top of their group with a 100% record shouldn't be to have to play Portugal. It's ridiculous.
But come on, it's not that, guys. It depends also by the combination. If Slovakia would have just lose normally and not 5-0, we would see Belgium-Slovakia. Considering that there is one group of death and there is always a death group, then you know that the third of that group will gonna create very likely a killer tie in the round of 16. If Slovakia wouldn't have screwed, this wouldn't have happened. It would be Netherlands-Portugal. But I mean, in every Euro and World Cup, I hear, "Oh, this is ridiculous. This shouldn't happen in round of 16. Oh, this is ridiculous. This shouldn't happen in group of stage." It happens. At 2-1, it must happen. And anyway, don't forget that Portugal went to final last time, facing in order Iceland, Austria, Hungary, Croatia, Poland, and Wales. And after it was final. So yeah, now they are facing all the big ones. But let me say it's a bit of balancing to what happened last time.
Yeah, but I mean, what happened last time? But I feel for my Italian friends on that. part of the draw, you know.
You tell me. You
Yes.
tell me. Last time we had Belgium in group stage, Spain in round of 16, and Germany. And this time, if we win, we get already Belgium or Portugal in quarterfinals, and then possibly France or Spain in semi-final. You tell me. You tell me. It is as it is.
I suppose if you want to win a big tournament like this, you have to beat the best teams, regardless whether you play them in the last 16 or the semi-finals or the final. So if Belgium want to deliver on their promise and be the golden generation that lifts trophies, they have to beat Portugal, they have to beat France, they have to get in there. So we have a big game, a load of world-class players on the
Mute
pitch.
yourself, Dan.
We'll mute Tan for now. We'll come to Alex to see what he thinks about Belgium versus Portugal. What do you think,
Yeah,
Alex?
you know that I love this Belgium team, and they are my favorites all around. Right now, I'm either with them, either with Italy to win the entire thing. But with Portugal, is very different. With Portugal, they showed lack of defensive organization against Germany. Against Germany, that almost were out yesterday from this Euro, with Hungary. So it's incredible how they changed a little bit from that game against Germany to the game against France. But then, let me tell you that the game against France, after the first 30 minutes, I said, it's all draw here. They are playing for the draw. Nobody of the two teams played like they want to win that one. They played for the draw. I don't know.
Yeah,
If,
but that didn't happen. That it didn't happen. It just unfolded in that way. Come on. In the second half, it was crazy game.
It unfolded, but in their back of their mind, they had it. They didn't force
Nah.
it. It's the first time in my life I'm seeing a match with one corner kick in 94 minutes. One corner.
But I don't buy this because Portugal, I believe, understood that they had to win because it was a completely different matter to face Belgium and Italy. I think they knew that because I knew when Slovakia Spain was over, so they knew that. So France were already through. Portugal for them was good enough. They not even knew. They were not even sure what was happening with Hungary, Germany. No, I don't buy this. I think it unfolded that way. But
it's not that it was fixed from the beginning, because you cannot that it was fixed. But in the back of their minds, they said that on a draw we are both in, so it doesn't really matter what will happen, because just from that one corner in entire 90 minutes, not pushing for nothing. Come on, and so that's Mateo. And that
they were pushing. It was a fantastic game.
Guys, let's talk about this game. We've got Belgium versus Portugal.
Martin trying to put order.
Who's going to win? How's this game going to unfold?
Martin, you have to run at least another show with me and Alex to understand that trying to put order when we argue is absolutely impossible. You need just to let the river flow, and flow on the river. It's
here all day, Tan. You'll miss your flight if I keep letting you argue with Alex.
You dream about it. No, Belgium, Portugal.
Belgium versus Portugal. Two very good teams, lots of attacking talent on the pitch. How's it going to unfold? Who's going to win?
Look, I still see that Belgium is a favorite, and Portugal were never completely convincing in any game. Against Germany, they were destroyed. Against Hungary, minute 83, they save one huge chance for Hungary. Minute 84, they score, and then they go on winning 3-0. But if they don't save the chance, I don't know what happened in that game. Against France, they had a very good first half, and they had to resist in the second half because France was coming all the way back. They are never completely convincing, while Belgium, in my opinion, is growing and growing and growing. De Bruyne, Hazard, and Witsel, they were spared the first game and half of the second game. The moment they stepped on the pitch, the destiny of Belgium completely changed. Anyway, Portugal are tough, but not favorite in my opinion. So possibly I would bet on Belgium to qualify, but a draw at the end of the game.
Interesting. Thank you, Tan. Alex, what's your prediction for this game?
I'm going with the over 2.5 goals on the Asian handicap at 2.1 or plus 110 in US odds. I think that we'll see at least 3 goals in this one. I simply, with my heart, will want Belgium to go through in the quarterfinals, but in reality, Portugal have a great depth in their squad. From the middle and up, they are far superior. I understand that Witsel and Kevin De Bruyne are also amazing players, and this is why I'm going for the overs, because on one side, anyway, these two teams are fire. So yeah, I can see a nice quarterfinal between one of them and Italy. It would be brilliant, It would be absolutely brilliant. But in this one, I think that Portugal will go through, and I wish Italy will take them out in the quarterfinals. Because I don't want to see a lot of penalties from Ronaldo, and again, to win the top scorer with 9 goals, 7 from penalties, Wow, what a great achievement,
One tap-in and 4 penalties. He's the top scorer.
I will check stats, but I am pretty sure that in spite of scoring so many goals at World Cup and Euros, but this would be the first time ever that Cristiano Ronaldo would win the top scorer table of a final tournament, which is unbelievable if you think about it.
Yeah.
He normally scores in quality.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, for me, Portugal versus France remains like a Nations League match after what I've seen. Group match, what? Nations League group match. What I've seen.
The best game of group stage. What?
No,
the best game of group
never
stage.
In my life. What was full of everything? Penalties. What was full of?
But that doesn't matter. It was full of everything. It was full of tricks. It was full of tactical changes.
Just full of that bloody referee who loves making himself the centre of attention. That should have been 1-0 France, that game. I hate that referee.
Okay. Wait a second. If there is one thing that it's not needed, I mean, it used to be Italian complaining about referees. Now it's always English complaining about VAR referees.
Just one.
Mamma mia, guys.
All the others, are great. Just him.
But still, talk about the game. Look, the game. That was full of everything. Coming and going, tactical changes. There were great technical moves. It was full of everything. Emotional, because the table changed 6 times along the night about who was qualified and who was not.
Amazing.
Seriously? Okay.
Amazing. Okay. If you tell me that this is the best group, best group stage game, no. You should rethink it. I will give you 3-4 more, and you will say, you're right. Okay.
No. I did a ranking today. I was undecided between Portugal, Germany, and Portugal, France, but I took Portugal, France, because all in all, Germany at the 60 minutes started to sub the important players because they were 4-1, so it ended earlier, while there was drama till the very last yesterday. So, yeah.
It's that Portugal versus Germany game that worries me a little bit for Portugal in this match. I mean, they have got some very talented players down their spine, particularly Ruben Dias. The keepers look strong, but I do think they're vulnerable down the flanks, and that could be a worry against Belgium. Imagine De Bruyne playing as a false 9 up front with Romelu Lukaku on the right in this game. He would annihilate those Portuguese fullbacks. Despite, I think, Portugal were the slightly more balanced team. I think just the quality that Belgium have got in attack, with De Bruyne, with Hazard coming back, I think that they have the edge in this one. So I think it could end in a draw, but I've gone for Belgium, draw no bet as my tip for this one. And I think it's pretty good odds. But on that subject, Esteban, could you please give us the tips, and I'll read them out for all these people. They've been very patient.
I didn't talk about Wales, Denmark, though.
Yeah, but because you are late and you have to get your flight.
No, I'm not late.
We are
no,
very
I'm not
sorry.
late. I'm not late. It's that you are not changing the timing according to what I'm asking.
No. We changed the time according to what you ask, because we could do this time or 1 hour and a half after. So for the Italian stallion,
so tomorrow you change as well.
No, tomorrow they cannot change.
No.
I am not in. You are not in.
The Romanian king is talking.
Wales. Once I've read out the picks, let me do my job here, just quickly. Denmark to win, -110 is Alex's first pick. We talked about this a bit earlier while Tan was still negotiating his way into the airport. Italy -1, Asian handicap at odds of -111. He's going for a straight Netherlands win at -143, and he's got over 2.5 goals in the Belgium versus Portugal game at +110. Tancredi Palmeri is going for Denmark versus Wales, a half-time draw at -110. He's got Italy to win to 0 at +125. He's going for the Netherlands to win half-time, full-time at +170. And finally, he's got just a draw at +240 in that Belgium versus Portugal game. I'm going for a straight win for Denmark at -110. I've also got Italy. It's just descended into anarchy, guys. Italy to win to 0 at +125. Netherlands and under 4.5 goals at -105. And Belgium draw no bet at -130. Those are the picks. Thank you very much, Esteban. Whew. Yep, Vinicius says Martin is having a hard day at work. There's been a few hurdles to clear, a few obstacles.
Martin, you need to grow your life into this. You need to grow your life into. It's time for you to get over your comfort zone. So you need to grow your life. You need to play. You are playing in the Champions League now, Martin. So you need to tough up. You are with the big guys now, with Alex and Tancredi. You need to tough up when the conversation is getting tough. It's tough. It's a tough life here, Martin. It's a tough life.
But I don't think that he has a problem with that.
You should see something through on this show over the years. We've had big man on campus. We've had Nigel Seeley. We've had all sorts of big bold personalities on this show. So
I think I know Nigel Seeley. I think I got across Nigel Seeley some times ago when we was working at Sports Tonight Live. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Or maybe
We've been doing this for years. Anyway. We've had all sorts of guests on over the years, and it's always been wonderful. But while you're here, Tan, you did want to mention your pick for Wales versus Denmark. What was your rationale behind that one?
Yeah, it's half-time draw because both of them. Well, Denmark found that sparkle after the big fear that they had. Wales impressed me because all in all, in spite of having very limited resources, but they never lost their plot. And at least, even if they are not playing such an impressive football, but at least they kept themselves together. So in my opinion, they won't risk at the beginning. Both of them won't risk at the beginning, and it will be hard to see a game that is starting good. So I was starting fast, I would say. So that's why half-time goal.
Someone on the chat is saying, Jason is saying Tan must be deprived of oxygen, acting crazy. So take your mask off and start acting normal. And don't make Martin right now on to look.
I could show something from this feast, but I won't.
I like 29 says that Tan has gone full Gonzo. You're like you're our hunter out in the
fantastic. Hunter Thompson, no? Hunter Thompson, no?
What a legend, yeah.
Yeah. Great.
All right, well,
guys, I have to say goodbye for now, and I think we all are saying goodbye.
See you on your clock, Tan.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. See me on my clock. Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us. It's been beautiful.
My pleasure. Sorry for being late.
It's okay. That was a roller coaster ride. So thank you guys for bearing with us through some technical issues, but we made it. I think Matt Scala's saying that Alex and Tan is the best bromance in betting history. I think there's a lot of love there underneath, boiling underneath it. So thank you very much. Thanks. While you're here, if you've enjoyed this show, give us a thumbs up. Thumbs up.
I did. While I'm here, I did it already, Martin.
Oh,
you don't have to ask.
God,
thumbs up, guys. Come on, thumbs up.
Guys. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Thank you very much for today. It's been a real pleasure to have you with us while we've broken down these games. We'll be back tomorrow previewing the other 4 matches of the round of 16.
With a calmer show, with a more calm and quiet show than today.
Yeah, all the guests will be at home in serene settings in front of webcams or studios, ready to discuss eloquently their thoughts. But that was fun equally. So thanks very much, guys, and hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cheers, mates.